So you're out traveling and you want to take a camera with you, but you don't want to get caught up in the whole editing thing either. You want something that's quick and easy to use so you can travel light and easy. So which travel camera for vlogging should you take? Techpackers, I've got you. Stick with me because in this video I run through a comparison of features and real footage between the Insta360 GO 3 and the latest release in the GoPro Hero series, the 12 Black. And stay tuned at the end as I share my thoughts on how the GO 3 will match up to the new Insta360 action cameras on the block, the Ace and Ace Pro. Let's take this one feature at a time. First, let's talk image quality. Now, on paper, the GoPro Hero 12 should win. It has a super high video resolution of 5.3K at 60 frames per second and a really wide field of view at 156 degrees. On the flip side, the Insta360 GO 3 only goes up to 2.7K 30 frames per second for video and has 134 field of view. That wider field of view on the Hero 12 is important because it means you can include a lot more of the background in your shots. GoPro Hero 12 has another advantage in its HDR mode, so you can capture more vivid and detailed footage even in challenging lighting conditions. But in real world shooting scenarios, there really isn't that much of a difference. Yes, the GoPro maybe is a little better in terms of image quality, especially in challenging lighting conditions, but the GO 3 is still excellent. But let's call that round one to the Hero 12, just. Next up, let's talk size and flexibility. The GO 3 is like two cameras in one, an action camera and a tiny mountable camera. When you detach the camera unit from the action pod, you can mount and shoot like a tiny camera. The in the pod format attached inside the action pod works just like a traditional GoPro action camera, though it might be, a little bit less robust in terms of withstanding drops and being waterproof. Now, because the GO 3 has the separate camera unit with its magnetized back, it's just so compact and light and can go just about everywhere with you and be easily accessed. With the quick release accessories that come with the camera, it means you can mount it easily in lots of places, allowing you to capture family fun and vlogs super easily without wasting time on setup. To try to do that on the GoPro Hero 12 would take a lot more setup and you'd have to buy a lot more accessories too, and that adds to the cost, which I'll come back to in my final roundup. That mounting system also means that you can get a hands-free point of view shot more easily and conveniently than using a GoPro Hero 12. I'm going to chalk up size and flexibility as a win for vlogging with the GO 3. Next, let's talk screens. Now, the Hero 12 has a couple of screens. The big one at the back, and if you're vlogging, you're more likely to be using that smaller screen at the front too. Now, that's fine, but you won't get the best idea about exactly how you're framing the shot, and it can be a little hard to see any kind of detail. Now, you could solve that problem by buying the media mod and display mod, but there's another win for the GO 3 here. The GO 3 features a convenient 2.2-inch flip touchscreen, perfect for capturing perfectly framed travel vlogs. The touchscreen allows operation of the camera and changing settings on the fly too. So, screen flexibility goes to the GO 3. That's 2-1 to Insta360. Okay, let's say you're out and about vlogging away. What can you expect for battery life? With the GO 3, Insta360 says the battery of the GO 3 lasts up to 45 minutes, and when combined with the action pod, it can film for as long as 173 minutes. And I've actually got pretty similar figures to these shooting times in real life, just a little bit lower. And I didn't come across any overheating problems. And if you want to stay shooting with just the camera unit, the action pod works like a recharging unit that can recharge your tiny camera at least a couple of times after you've drained it the first time. You can also hook that action pod up to an external battery to top it up whilst you're busy vlogging with the tiny camera. With the Hero 12, GoPro says you can get up to 90 minutes or 5.3K video at 30 frames per second and 150 minutes filming at 1080p with the same frame rate. But I still think the GO 3 takes this one. That's 3-1 to the GO 3. Okay, let's talk audio, which is pretty important if you're vlogging. Here's an area where the Hero 12 looks good. Although the Go 3 is fine for audio and performs as well as most other devices with this kind of action camera form factor, that tiny camera does have a couple of mics in it which do perform reasonably well given its size. But wind and too much distance will destroy your audio quality. Check out the video description for a link to my detailed audio tests on the Go 3. Now the Hero 12 has the built-in mics as you'd expect, but it also has wireless audio support to connect to AirPods and other headphones. So if you have these, you can improve your audio at no extra cost. You can also buy the media mod, which can connect you to other microphone options too. So overall, though the Go 3 remains the more flexible option, if the potential for improved audio quality is what you want, then the Hero 12 edges this comparison. That makes it 3-2 to the Go 3. So, which travel camera for vlogging should you take? So picture this. You're taking a quick pause and you want to review your footage and maybe put a little something on social media to send to family and friends. You're not a socialite glued to your smartphone screen, but you keep up and share your travels and joy. Here's where the Go 3 again really shines. The app can help you find the best parts of your videos and edit them with music using AI auto editing. Just choose your clips and let the app handle the rest. I've even got a separate video to show you how to make the most of this awesome feature. Check the description for that. Insta360 is always updating their firmware and app, not just for fixing issues like overheating, but to add cool new features too. This is a really great feature of buying Insta360. In comparison, the Quick app for GoPro makes video editing easier by adding zooming, transitions, and syncing music. But the best stuff is only for those who subscribe. The GoPro camera firmware stays pretty much the same from the beginning of release and only gets a few small improvements to fix important issues. The GoPro app really hardly ever gets updated, and as I say, you need a paid subscription to use some of the new features. That's another win for the Go 3, making it 4-2. Let's talk price. The Go 3 costs $379.99 at 32 gigs, $399.99 at 64 gigs, and $429.99 128 gigs internal storage. And that's a great deal because it includes 4 accessories: the magnet pendant, the easy clip, the pivot stand, and the lens guard, worth over $80. The Hero 12 is priced at $399.99 with no extra accessories, and you'll need to buy an SD card on top of that. So while the Hero 12 edges out the Go 3 on image quality and potential audio improvements for your vlogs, you'd have to pay extra to deliver what the Go 3 offers in the package you buy straight out of the box. That's the 2-in-1 camera flexibility with easy versatile mounting, including magnetic functionality, and an easy, lightweight, hands-free point of view experience. If you want to travel light and easy, I'd pick the Go 3 every time for your quick, convenient travel vlogs. I'd even say that the Insta360 GO 3 has a little bit more to offer than the Insta360 Ace, which is more of a new traditional action camera. You won't get the flexibility of the teeny tiny camera coupled with the mounts and flexibility that offers in the pack. But I'll have more to say about that in a future video. Techpackers, I think you'll like this video next, and be sure to subscribe for more low stress tech that delivers bang for your buck. Travel light, travel easy. See you out there.